guys, welcome to this new video. My name is Eric Patterson. Today I will introduce you on what is GitHub. Please, before you continue, don't forget to subscribe. Now, we need to dig down into GitHub and understand what is GitHub. So, someone always asks a question, what is GitHub? So, what is exactly GitHub? In simple word, GitHub is just a web-based platform that provides a place for developer and team to collaborate on software development project. So it's just a place which provides like a platform where developers, DevOps, security, DevSecOps, they can collaborate together on a software project. So it's just that one place where everybody goes and sit together to collaborate in one project. And they don't have to be in the same room. All this is remote, all this is online. It's just a place where it's like, take it as a platform that will group the developers, the DevOps, the DevSecOps, anyone that is part of the software factory, and they collaborate on specific project to go ahead and develop and launch that project. Right? And also GitHub, often describe a social platform for programmer, right? We say often describe social platform for programmer, and it offer a wide range of feature to make the software development more efficient and collaborative. So GitHub is like everything around collaborations. And there are multiple features that come with GitHub. There are multiple features that come with GitHub. Feature like version control, right? Feature like version control. So version control is actually a build, is a GitHub that is built around Git. Git is something that we're going to see later on, right? And Git is basically a distributed version control system, and it allows developers to track change on the code base over time and making it, the collaboration very, very easy. Now, the second element, the second feature that GitHub offer is actually collaboration, right? GitHub is designed for teamwork, right, guys? GitHub is designed for teamwork, and developer can work together on the project, contribute code, and collaborate using various tools like issue, pull requests, and discussion. So, like I said, all this is based around collaboration, right? It allows put people together so that they can easily collaborate together. Like I said, everything is built around collaboration. That's just GitHub. Now, it has also other feature, code hosting, right? So GitHub provides a place to store and host your code repository in the cloud, right? This means that you can access your code from anywhere with an internet connection and collaborate with others seamlessly. That's what is beautiful about it. Then it also has another feature called the issue tracking here. GitHub allows you to create and manage issue for your project. And this can be bug report, feature requests, or general tasks that need attention, right? And it's also a great way to keep track of what need to be done. Issue tracking. That's also what is good in Git. Now you have also one thing that's very important, the branching. Developer can create branches to work on specific feature or fix without affecting the main code base. This makes it easier to manage change and test new feature. That's one big advantage on GitHub. Now you also have another one called pull request. For example, when someone wants to contribute to a project, they create a pull request. This is a request to merge the change into main code base, right? And it allows for code review and discussion before change are incorporated. That's actually what is called pull request. Those are just like core feature that GitHub has, and we can talk about more core feature that they have, like a community and open source. For example, GitHub is home to massive community of developer and is a hub for open source project, right? Many famous open source projects host their code on GitHub, and anyone can contribute. That is beautiful. When you go to GitHub, you will see a code for Docker Compose. So all those open source, they actually put their code on GitHub so that people can go ahead and collaborate. It also has something very important for the CI/CD, which is a continuous integration, deployment. So GitHub integrate with CI/CD tool. You can integrate with CI/CD tool like Jenkins, which automate the testing and deployment of code change, right? And this ensures that the code is continuously tested and deployed to production environment. Now, also, it has some security feature like the access control, right? You can control who has access to your repository, allowing you to keep your code private or make it public depending on your need. That's good that you can create public and private repository. And it also has like a good education feature, right? GitHub offer education resources and programs, making it a valuable tools for learning and teaching programming. That's what is very good. And it has like a good security feature, right? So GitHub offers security feature like code scanning, right? Like you can do like code scanning, dependency analysis, vulnerability alert to help you secure the code. So those are like most of the core feature that GitHub has. Now, let's talk about a repository, right? On GitHub, you have multiple repository. It is on this, every single repository represents maybe an application, right? If you have 10 applications, you will not put all the 10 applications in one repository. So you will create like 10 repository for the 10 application. So every single repository is always there to serve a single purpose, right? Every single repository is always there to serve a single purpose. So you have a repository, just look at a repository like a bucket, and inside a repository, you have directories, right? Inside a repository, you have directories, right? And inside a repository, you have directories, like I mentioned. Then inside those directories, you have file, right? So you have a repository. Inside a repository, you have directory, and inside those directory, you have file. So you just imagine that you have a drawer. The drawer is like a repository. Then you have an envelope. You put in the drawer, and inside the envelope you have file, right? Inside the envelope you have letters, right? Then you can also put file into the repository. So the repository take directory and file. So you can put both. And we all know that inside a directory you can add another directory or add file. So the repository take both, and inside the file we have code. It can be the code for multiple things. So I hope you like the video. This was just a quick overview of what is GitHub. We are going to deep dive into the next video, like what is GitHub, and we'll deep dive into what is a repository and actually show you how to handle a repository. Please don't forget to subscribe. See you guys on the next video. Thank you.